State Park in Chapel Hill, Tennessee. I'm going to walk the Whilhoite Mill Trail and then probably also the Spring Creek Trail, which will give me about 2.5 miles to 3 miles. I'm not exactly sure how long they are. We will be walking along the Duck River, which is our main river system around here, where most all the water and everything comes from. This is one of the mill's wheels from when the mill was working. That's the overpass on the road that we used to get here. If you come and you go off to the right, that is another trail that is approximately 4 miles total. It's a loop. There's also a wetlands trail that it goes to. Today we are going straight. It is about 37 degrees out. So I wanted to come today and take a hike to make sure that I have enough layers to stay warm. I did leave my heavy coat in the car because I figured I wouldn't be having that with me. So there's the little green markers for this trail. So I have boots today, which is unusual for me. I like to hike in my chacos, but I need to learn to do the boots for the cold weather. I have 2 pairs of socks on, Injinji toe socks, and then another pair of socks over them. I have my underwear, and then men's underwear, and then leggings, and then my skirt. Beautiful trail. I love this water. There's one of the old arms that they would use to hook things on. I'm not exactly sure what it's used for, but it's kind of neat that it's still here, right across the trail, because that's where it goes into the ground. And then on top I have a short sleeve shirt and a long sleeve jacket. I will also have another long sleeve shirt. When I'm hiking. I have a beanie on. I have gloves in my back that I will get on after I stop doing this short video here. I'll probably have an extra beanie just to wear something tight to my head, and possibly a second pair of gloves so that I can have gloves on while videoing also. The trail is quite muddy today. We had a lot of rain yesterday, so. But the reason I'm doing this is because I am going to be going on a 4-day Pinhoti section hike in January. I'm going to be doing the first 3 sections, which will include some road walking. The Pinhoti has some sections in Alabama and in Georgia that have not been connected completely with trail yet. But I will be doing the first 41 miles, which is the terminus at Flag Mountain and up to Bulls Gap. I'll show you this little common area to come out and look. And across the river over there is the park. All right, we'll get back at you. It's one of my favorite little areas of the trail, these rocks here. A couple other little spots to come out and see the water. Just figured I'd show you a little bit of the trail as we go. Here's one of the little bridges that they put out over the creek. This is really just more of a washaway part, though. But there's a really neat tree up here that I really like, so we'll stop and see it. It's just the roots on it. I don't know. I just look forward to seeing it every time I see it. It's been a while since I've been out here, though. So not sure if we've already went by and the root system is finally starting to give way. So that one tree back there kind of looked like it. Or if I just hadn't come upon it yet. If I do, I'll show it to you. Here we go. Found it. Just a tree, right? No tree is ever just a tree. But yeah, just looks like a nice old tree, right? Look at this root system. There it is, right there. Makes me think of, like, I don't know, Bridge to Terabithia or something with the walking trees, that sort of thing. Or maybe we're out into the swamps of madness or something like that. Let's see here. In the summertime, great little place to come and let the kids play in the water and that sort of thing. Or the adults, you know. We like to play in the water too. Then we come to this little section here. Kind of reminds me of parts of the AT, where there's just lots of woods. The moss on the trees. In the summertime, it's almost like a Unaka Mountain feel. And if you've been up on Unaka Mountain, you know it's just stunning up there. I really would like to go back there and camp one day. Hammock up in the trees up there. Oh, it's like a fairyland or something. Alright, if we keep going straight, that takes us back to the car. If we head to our right, which we're going to do, it takes us on the new trail. I can't remember what it was called. It's only been here for a short while. But this is the nice bridge and walkway that they put over the creek. In the summertime, over here it gets very wet. Of course, in the wintertime right now, the water is definitely lower and it doesn't flood quite as much. That's just beautiful. We put steps on it so you can go down and look at the water. But we're going up. At first, you walked up right there and over to the side. So these little steps are wonderful. This one is a yellow blaze trail. And we'll walk around along the water for a little while, go off into the woods a little bit, and then come back around to the water, and then you have to turn around and walk out. It is not a loop, it's a in and out trail. It does kind of loop a little bit at the back, but it just brings you right back to the same trail. Alright, right back here, we also were walking down this. Let's see if I can show it underneath this and down. So we kind of would walk this way on these rocks to get down there. So this is a pleasant surprise. Because walking down these rocks, especially in the rain, could get very slippery. And then we would also be walking down right here, and they put in this little platform here to take you across. But look at this beautiful water. Can't wait till summertime. Of course, in this area you wouldn't be on your kayak because it doesn't get very high in this area. But the Duck River has some great kayaking. We have not tried it yet, but hopefully this next summer we'll be doing that. I just saw a crane on the lake. I love when those come out. Wish I would have had something else to record it. I love this little part right here. So neat. Really makes me feel like I'm on the Appalachian when I come through little areas like this. You gotta step your foot in areas like this here and pull yourself up over here.
I'm just trying to get to you like I wanna make you mine. I'm just spending all my thoughts on you like I need you now. I'm just trying to get to you like I wanna make you mine. Yeah, I'm just spending all my thoughts on you like I need you now.
Feels really weird walking along with just like, I don't know, maybe 3 pounds on my back. So used to carrying that backpack. Kind of miss it when I don't. Back along the river. I like this little area right here. We come through here and my husband would be like, okay, over here on this side. And I'm like, ooh, look at that hole there between the rocks. I'm gonna walk over here. Just adds a little fun to it. Last year is when we started kayaking with all this this year, with all the 2020 stuff going on. It was a way for us to get out in nature and not really have a bunch of people around us. On top of the miles that I was able to complete on the AT, probably did about 30 miles of kayaking. Not a whole lot, but 4 or 5 little trips, a couple of 6-mile trips. Lots of paddling just around this small lake that I have around me, just to learn how to do it. But seeing this water makes me say, yep, we're going to combine the two in 2021. There will be at least one, hopefully more, kayak, hiking, camping trip going on. I'd like to do the Elk River. I think they have like a 23-mile, something like that. So we will either use multiple cars and do that over probably 2 days, or we will just park in one spot and go the 23-ish miles out and then back. It's not like a real heavily moving water flow, so you can go against the current and it not be too bad. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. And then hopefully, like I said, before the end of the season, get on this beautiful, beautiful Duck River. And just kind of float along, camp out on one of the banks. There is definitely a couple of camp spots that we know about, so we shall see. All right, we got a little bit further, not too much, so I'm going to head on to the end and then turn around. All right, so I had to show you this. I was walking along. I backed up so I could show you. And I'm just surprised to see this out here, in Middle Tennessee. But I guess it was pretty cold last night. ice flowers. So beautiful. Oh, I just love it. We are almost at the end. So I want to show you this because I don't know. I just love when the water flows over the rocks like that. Super cool. And as I was walking, I realized I had said I would be doing about 2.5 miles. Well, that first trail is 0.7, which we still have about 0.2 of that to go out because these two trails connect together. But this trail here is 1.7. I wasn't thinking about it being, well, that's interesting. Dolly cart? You just never know what you're going to find out here in the woods, especially when you're close to town and roads. But anyway, 1.7 for this trail, but that's one direction. So that would be 3.4 plus the 0.7, so we're doing just over 4 miles. And here's the little loop. You keep going that way, and you come out right here, but it basically just takes you right around, which is about 0.1 of it, so we're not going to do that, and that'll put us right at 4 miles for today. And we'll head back on out. We're back to the bridge that started this trail. So we've got the little connector left to get back to the car. I said 0.1 a while ago. I think it's probably more like 0.2, but I'm not really sure. So we're just going to walk along and see. I've only seen ice flowers one other time before, and that was when I was at Max Patch on the Appalachian Trail in North Carolina. And I just thought it was really neat. I've always heard about them and never really saw them. And the ones that I even seen there, even though there was a little bit of snow on the ground, were very small. So I got really excited to see those out here. Definitely never thought I would see it out here. We've had quite a cold snap here lately. It was 25 when I woke up this morning. But it's supposed to be close to 40 today. Like I said, I think it was 37 when I started. Oh. I think this park is about 20 minutes from my house, so it's real easy to come and get out and get to it. Pretty nice to be able to walk right alongside the river the entire time that you're on a trail. Even if it was only 4 miles, it was a good time to come out and see if what I was wearing was going to keep me warm enough. And I actually started sweating. And when I have a heavy pack on my back, that's going to be even warmer on my back. So that's good. Fingers got a little bit cold, but I did not put gloves on, so that's why. I will definitely have gloves when I'm hiking on the Pinhoti. It's a low elevation, so everything should be good. I think Flag Mountain for this trip is the highest that I'll be going. And if I remember correctly, it's a little over 1,000 feet. All right, I'll show you the end when we get there.